800 feet below the ocean surface, there is no sunlight, no windows, no fresh air. You are sealed inside a steel tube, surrounded by darkness and pressure strong enough to crush mountains. Now imagine this. A small spark appears behind a metal panel. No explosion, no warning, just smoke. Inside a submarine, fire is not just dangerous. It is one of the worst nightmares a crew can face. Because underwater, fire does not spread loudly. It spreads silently, and there is nowhere to escape. Most people believe submarines fear torpedoes or enemy attacks. But submariners will tell you something very different. They fear fire more than the enemy. An enemy attack is instant. Fire is slow, and it kills everyone together. A submarine is a sealed environment. The air you breathe is recycled. Oxygen is limited. Every system depends on electricity. When fire starts, it doesn't just burn equipment. It steals oxygen. It fills the air with poison. And it threatens the survival of everyone on board. Contrary to what movies show, most submarine fires do not start with explosions. They begin quietly. Adamis the electrical wife. A short circuit, oil leaking onto hot machinery. In modern submarines, lithium batteries are a growing risk. Once lithium ignites, it burns at extreme temperatures. Water cannot stop it. By the time smoke becomes visible, the fire is already ahead of the crew. The moment smoke is detected, alarms echo through the submarine. Red emergency lights turn on. Fire teams rush toward the source, wearing breathing gear. Ventilation systems are shut down immediately. Oxygen flow is restricted. Here is the terrifying truth. To stop the fire, the crew must slowly suffocate themselves. Inside a submarine, oxygen feeds fire. But oxygen is also what keeps the crew alive. Every decision becomes a calculation. Kill the fire or lose the air. The first 60 seconds are critical. If the fire is contained quickly, the submarine survives. If not, everything begins to fall apart. Fire itself is not always the killer. Smoke is. Inside a submarine, smoke has nowhere to go. It fills narrow corridors, sleeping quarters, control rooms. Visibility drops to zero. Breathing becomes painful. Carbon monoxide binds to blood faster than oxygen. Even trained sailors can collapse in seconds. One wrong breath can mean unconsciousness. Another breath can mean death. If the fire reaches electrical systems, the situation becomes even worse. Lights shut off. Navigation systems fail. Communication is lost. Emergency batteries activate, but they are temporary. Without power, the submarine cannot control its depth properly. Cooling systems begin to fail. Carbon dioxide levels rise rapidly. At this point, the submarine is no longer a weapon. It becomes a steel coffin. History has shown how devastating submarine fires can be. In 2012, a fire broke out aboard the USS Miami, a nuclear-powered submarine. The fire burned for more than 12 hours. Thick smoke filled the vessel. Damage exceeded $700 million. The submarine never returned to service. One small fire destroyed a nuclear war machine. People often ask a simple question: why not just surface? The answer is far more terrifying than it sounds. Fire can disable propulsion systems. Structural damage may prevent surfacing. And in wartime, surfacing can expose the submarine to enemy forces. Escape hatches do exist, but using them at depth is extremely dangerous. High pressure, cold water, limited survival time. In most cases, escape is not an option. Modern submarines are equipped with advanced fire suppression systems. Halon gas, foam flooding, compartment isolation. But every system has a price. Halon kills fire by removing oxygen. If used incorrectly, it can also kill humans. Firefighting inside a submarine is a control gamble. Every choice trades one danger for another. What keeps crews alive is not strength. It is discipline. Submariners are trained to control fear, to follow procedures even when visibility is zero and air is running out. They know one simple truth: if panic spreads, everyone dies. Inside a submarine, fire is not chaos. It is quiet, slow, suffocating. This is why submariners are considered among the bravest people on Earth. They operate knowing that if fire breaks out deep underwater, survival is never guaranteed. If you want real stories about life and death beneath the ocean, subscribe to Deep Warfare. We explore the hidden dangers of submarine warfare and deep-sea survival. And next time, we will uncover what happens when a submarine loses all power in complete silence.